we've already been farming that legendary gear over at Grave of Venom for the last 2 days. What are we going to do with that legendary gear? Well, we're going to take it and get some legendary runes. The bottom runes on the left-hand side, so we've got to go into Heretical runes to fight this Phoenix, which is very annoying. Now, I did beat it on 8, and we're going to get legendary pieces for our left-hand side down here, right there. We've got critical damage, attack, HP, defense, enlightenment, I think, on this side. Once we get this in legendary, then we'll go over tomorrow into the ancient battlefield with the guy that slams down the shield and see what we can do there. Here's my team. I'm going to run you through the play of it and show you how grueling it is. The biggest thing to look at right here is the timing. I think this is immensely important because you're not going to want to manual this fight. You're going to want to make sure you can do this full auto, and to do that, you need to save all your ultimate abilities for every time those little babies come up. When they come up, we want all of our DPS to then blast them to take them down immediately. Not only will that save us with Hexandra being our tank, we've got our healer as our tank here in epic gear. She's doing a fine job. We just got to make sure we have decreased attack up on everybody. We got to make sure we take those little babies down as quickly as possible, especially so they don't heal the main boss and put that permanent stack of increased damage up on them. Every time they heal, like every second, they'll get that 1% of increased permanent damage, and we can't have that stacking up. This is a perfect time right here for Inna. She's going to remove that debuff every single time at 25.5 seconds. It's been working fine for me. Now, if you have somebody in here knocking back the ultimate gauge, it can mess things up. So just keep that in mind. If you've got anybody to slow the boss or knock back the turn meter on the boss, the ultimate gauge, you can kind of wig out some of these times. If you have nobody doing it, then you're fine. With these ultimate times, 25 seconds for them both to fire off their ultimate. We've got Arena and whatever that one's named. I don't even know. I just leveled it. I leveled that one up because it had block healing, decrease attack, and it was like a big area move. And it was poison, so it would go well with my poison team, poison or fire, so I could get that 3 group bonus. So it was working. This person works really well. It does have a ultimate reduction on the battle skill, which can sometimes throw me off, but check out the times. We want 20 seconds here, 20 seconds. That's when the first little baby Phoenix are going to come up. And then I've got 20.5 seconds for Sigrid then to fire on everybody after that, so we can get that heal block up and that decreased attack up and the massive damage that Sigrid's putting out. Then we've got 25.5 seconds for Sigrid and 25 seconds for our other 2 DPS. That's going to make sure that we don't waste our ultimates. We're saving our ultimates for every time those birds come up. We take them down right away, and then we can kill the boss. Of course, we have legendary gear. We're farming legendary gear stage 9. So easy in Grave of Venom. Go check out my other videos if you haven't seen it. Full free to play. So we've got sets now, and we're looking for attack percentage because flat attack is weak. We don't want that flat attack. We've got the Gambler. We've got a 3-set bonus right here, and we want attack percentage for the other one. And I don't get that many attack percentages. I just haven't been able to farm that many. They don't drop. So go back to your epic pieces. Make sure you keep the attack percentage in your epic pieces so you can do like I'm doing here. I've done the same thing over on Arena. We've got Gambler on this one with attack percentage gloves, attack percentage chest. You can see I've got that epic thrown in there because it's so damn hard to get a legendary. And then on this one, another different set. I think this is the Gladiator Executioner set. Attack percentage there and attack percentage here. We need that damage. This is a DPS fight, right? We've got to bring the damage to beat these little birds whenever they come up. And then we've got her in here to remove the debuff. At the end, the boss will do this flame debuff. And if you don't remove that flame debuff, every time the boss hits your tank or your healer like we have here, she'll do a fireball out of her ass and it will hit everybody else with that flame debuff, and you can't take it. It's way too much damage. You have to have somebody in this fight to remove that debuff because that ultimate will hit everyone and apply it to everyone. So she's here to remove it. Sigrid is here because Sigrid's going to attack this top one. Attack the top bird that comes up and do most of her damage to that bird to take it out in time. These 3 are down here because then they will attack this bird and get as much damage as possible on that one so we can take it out. This spread actually is working really well. Sigrid does focus on this, takes her out pretty quickly. That way we can get back to the boss. And these 3 together try to focus on this one. I really like Arena in this battle because all her abilities are bouncing around and hitting everyone. And we need that because even though the boss goes stealth, when the boss comes out of stealth, if you don't have your guys positioned properly, they're all going to go back to attacking the main boss. And then you're going to have those two over to the side, healing the main boss, increasing that permanent damage, and you're going to lose. So you've got to position it like this. And in this formation, Hexandra can heal everyone. She'll do 3, whole row, 3, and then 1, 1. So she can heal everybody in this formation. And of course, Inna can heal everybody on the board, so it's fine where she's at. Here we go. It's going to be quite a long battle. We have to just keep taking these things out. They keep popping up. We've got to take them down. Of course, if you have better, stronger DPSers, especially AoE DPS, then you're going to do fine here. You need those people that can do some serious damage. If they're single target serious damage dealers, that's fine too. If you could put one at the bottom and one at the top, like we have Sigrid there, then they're going to down that bird really quickly. If that's what they do, if they're one of those really powerful single target damage dealers, they'll jump on it and take it out quick. Unfortunately, I'm running with a bunch of rares, and this is what we have. This is what we have. It's all up to Sigrid, really, because the way that we're doing our ultimates, you see how they're all held down at the bottom? We did those times, right? So they're waiting for them to come out. Now, ultimate, Sigrid, ultimate right after they do their ultimates to get that fly out there with the arrows. And they're all trying to do decrease attack. All 3 of those DPSers that are rares can do decrease attack. 2 of them, the poison ones, can do heal block. So we're trying to block the boss so the boss doesn't get any heals. Like right now, the boss is being healed. What a bitch. It's such a look, and nobody's trying to hit that bird except for Sigrid, because she's the only one up there in its view, right? The other 4 are just sitting there like they're dumb. Let me attack the boss now because the boss is back. I'm not going to worry about it being healed and it getting this permanent damage increase. Right now, it's got 5 stacks of permanent increased damage. If that gets up to, and we're on stage 8, if that gets up to maybe like 15, 20, it's going to be a bad day. Like my Hexandra as the tank can't take all that damage, right? She's taking damage right now from the boss, from those babies, but usually there's an attack down on the boss and those, for at least most of the time. So then she can kind of tank it out. And she's pretty tanky. She's got all epic gear. She's got my tank epic gear set. 40% defense, 40% HP on each side. And then she's got flat defense, flat HP. And then she's got the banner on, the Oath of Banner. The same gear that I put on my Horus when I'm doing stage 9 of Venom. See, all the birds are attacking her right now. So Hexandra has to be tanky. She has to be prepared we have to be prepared to make sure we hit those on the sides and put that decrease attack and really just take them down quickly. We got to get them out of the picture because now they're healing the boss and we've got no heal block on right now. But new birds would have come out right then. We've got it timed properly and boom, everybody fires off right at that 3rd ability. You see that 3rd ability up on the boss? That's when she brings out new babies. I don't know what you call them. New little rooks, phoenixes. Pain in the asses. That's what they are. So she's getting low, right? Hexandra's getting low, but right now we've got a little reprieve because there's no little ones out right now. Now they're back. Now everybody saved their ultimates. Boom, boom. We got debuffs on everybody. We got heal block on everyone. Boom. Decrease attack on everybody. Heal block again from Sigrid. And damage. Damage is the main thing, right? Sigrid's doing the most damage up there at the top, probably because she's a badass. Now the ones on the bottom, we've got other people hitting that bottom one quite often. Look, you can see them all kind of doing some damage on that bottom one, but that bottom one's still holding strong and about to turn to the boss, but that's all right. We got ultimates up everywhere. The boss is heal blocked right now, although it's getting that permanent damage increase. It's not getting health back, which is a big savior for us because if that Phoenix starts to get a whole bunch of health back, we're done. We can't keep this cycle going. You know, we can't do this forever with it. It's got 12 stacks right now, 12% increased damage. Now it's up to 13 because somebody got a heal off. Whenever they turn and do that heal, not only do they heal, but every second they do that, they put that permanent increase stack of damage on the Phoenix, on the boss. So you see all the burns, right? And then this is timed properly so Inna can remove all those burns. Otherwise, you're going to die. If you're wondering why you're dying when the boss hits you and a fireball shoots out of the back of whoever your tank is, right out their butt into everybody else, that's why, because they have the burn debuff on and you got to remove it. You're not going to come in here and have enough resistance for everybody to resist that. No way. So you got to have somebody to take care of that. This looked pretty clean. Now I tried to run it a couple other times and the timing got messed up. I think my other new poisoner was decreasing the turn meter, the ultimate gauge of the boss, and we were having issues. Look, it's almost 12 p.m. my time. I need to get a video out tonight. I wanted to perfect this and really get this down, but I think this is a good start. I think you can tell good times from this, right? To have all your guys do their ultimates, make sure you take down those side guys, and then keep your healer alive if you're going to do the healer tank like I'm doing. And I had to do the healer tank. I need the damage. I don't have powerful enough heroes to come in there with a real tank and then a removal. I just can't do that. I've got to have 3 DPS right now. There's no way I can take away a DPS. I need this formation. I need it to work, and it looks like it's doing okay. Maybe I can farm enough legendary runes now on stage 8, and then we can move into Ancient Battlefield to get the right side, and then when I come back in here, it will be easier. That's the dream, guys. We'll make it happen. Thanks so much for watching. Appreciate your time. Please subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you all in a video soon.